Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Skyrim After Dark, our late night 2-hour session of Skyrim Anniversary Edition, progression and fun, lots of interaction, and in a very chill vibe. No major, demand for advancement, although admittedly, we're in a rare situation here in my over 60-hour playthrough where we're actually in the middle of the story. Yeah, I actually decided to go back to the story last time around, and we played it almost the entire time, and now here we are in the middle of the story, the throat of the world. We have gone to the top of the mountain. That's correct. And we're trying to learn a special shout, which is called Dragonrend. This is the shout that allows you to pull dragons out of the sky so that you can fight them on the ground. It binds them to the ground. So, we did what we needed to do, and now we are at the top of the mountain, and we are about to talk to who we just discovered is a good dragon, Parthenax. I'm not kidding, I had totally forgotten that Parthenax was a dragon. He's supposed to be the leader of these, what are they called? The dragon shout dudes? The Greybeards? Greybeards, right? I had completely and utterly forgotten about him being the head of the Greybeards. So, let's get started, shall we? Oh, my camera's off. Look at that. I just noticed that the camera was not firmly into the frame. Is it now? No. Yo, it is. The camera is slightly too small. Alright, hold on. Like, why is it not fitting our Skyrim frame? That's weird. There we go. That should be fine now. Nice. It's snugly. Alright, let's go have a little conversation with a dragon. If I can move.
Greetings, Wundernik.
Wundernik?
I am Parthenax.
You have a very deep singing voice.
Who are you? What brings you to my Strunmach, my mountain?
I wasn't expecting you to be a dragon. You're the master of the Greybeards?
They see me as master. Wuth Onik, old and wise. It is true I am old.
But not wise, you're an asshole?
Tell me, why do you come here, Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation?
By the way, has anyone noticed that every time I boot this game now, it says that I'm over encumbered, and it takes a minute, and then it realizes I'm not? It's kind of weird. I need to learn the Dragonrend shout. Can you teach me?
Dren, patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove.
Yeah, I can't move even though I'm not over encumbered. Watch this. 539 out of 590. And now look, now I'm fine.
Speaks first.
It's so weird. It's a weird glitch. It happens every time I boot the thing now.
Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin.
Hell yeah, hit me with your thune. Come on, lay it on me. Come on now. Damn! That was a good projection, dude. Alright, here we go. Let's learn this word of power. I'm trying. It's not working. Here we go. Inferno Fire Breath. Wait. Oh, I unlock it. Okay, so he taught me the second level of Fire Breath. I already had the first one, but this is level 2, essentially. Oh, I also have 2 levels of Frost Breath. You know what's the one that I want? Yeah, that's the one I want. Ice Form. That's the one that it freezes enemies into a solid block of ice, and you can hit them and they, like, die. But I as you can see, I basically have 2 of almost everything, right? If I get to level 3 of some of these, it would be amazing, but I have 2 of everything, so I haven't even bothered unlocking them. Alright, well, I'm glad that he gave me something nice. What a nice guy you are. Alright, talk to him again.
Now,
oh, wait.
Show me what you can do. Greet me, not as Khajiit, but as Dova.
Use Fire Breath on him? That's kind of fucked up. Blast him in the face with fire? They gave me a free unlock. Oh, you know what? I'll unlock the second level. Ready?
Ah, yes. Tossedo Vlostmul. The dragon blood runs strong in you. It is long since I had the pleasure of speech with one of my own kind.
Shadow leaves something to be desired. Not great. There he goes. Whee!
So, you have made your way here to me. No easy task for a jaw, mortal. Even for one of Dovasos.
Good evening, Jay. Good to see you.
What would you ask of me?
Can you teach me the Dragonrend shout?
Ah, I have expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin.
Damn straight. Kick his ass. How'd you know I came for Dragonrend? The Greybirds didn't want me to come at all. Let's say that.
Yes, they are very protective of me, Bahlan Fadon. But I do not know the Thum you see.
Well, shit.
Croesus, it cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons.
So we gotta go find it, don't we?
Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts.
So how do I learn it? Yes.
Drem, all in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thum?
We just said we want to defeat Alduin. I like the world and don't want it to end.
Prusa, as good a reason as any. There are many who feel as you do, although not all. Some would say that all things must end, so that the next can come to pass. Perhaps this world is simply the egg of the next Kalpa, Lean Vokin. Would you stop the next world from being born?
That's an interesting concept, that the world is an egg. If you destroy the world, it's just an egg to hatch later and become a new world. Ooh, fancy words. The next world will have to take care of itself.
As a fair answer. Rofus, maybe you only balance the forces that work to quicken the end of this world. Even we who ride the currents of time cannot see past time's
I
end.
had my coffee kick in. I had one right before the stream.
Ulcetid los trahodis.
Oh, of course.
Those who try to hasten the end may delay it. Those who work to delay the end may bring it closer.
Yeah, but those are idiots. That's not going to happen with me.
But you
Come
have
on.
indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus, now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monavin, what you name throat of the world?
We all know the answer to that. It's the gorgeous view. Oh, the gorgeous view. I play video games for the gorgeous view. Actually, the real estate's probably really cheap up there. I never thought about it.
This is the most sacred mountain in Skyrim, Zokravak Struma, the great mountain of the world. Here, the ancient tongues, the first mortal masters of the voice, brought Alduin to battle and defeated him.
Alright. Skyrim Summit just tipped me $2. Says, to commemorate reaching the summit, what do you call a mound of kittens? A meountain. 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 Interesting. Thank you for the tip.
Yes and no. Viknuzny Karon. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today
It makes perfect
seeking
sense.
to defeat him. The Nords of those days used the Dragonrend shout to cripple Alduin, but this was not enough. Ok Mulag Unslad.
What he said.
It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time.
So they got him. They used the Elder Scroll and stuck him in a time warp. Jade, no problem being late, man. No, you don't have to apologize for being a little late. Come on, man, Jade. Come on, you're always welcome here. All right. Are you certain the ancient Nords sent Alduin forward in time?
Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Meye. I knew better. Tidbo Amativ. Time flows ever onward. One day, he would surface.
That's very interesting that they just wanted to get him lost in time, but he was going to eventually show up again.
Lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when.
Okay. An Elder Scroll, of course, what the entire series is based off of. Here we go.
How to explain in your tongue? The Dove have words for such things that Jor do not. It is an artifact from outside time. It does not exist, but it has always existed.
It is a plot device used to explain baloney in the plot lines of the game.
Fragments of creation. The Kele, Elder Scrolls as you name them, they have often been used for prophecy. Yes, your prophecy comes from an Elder Scroll. But this is only a small part of their power. Zofa Suyer.
I specifically, excuse me, I got an interesting piece of trivia from the stream chat. Apparently the voice actor who is now voicing Parthenax is also the voice actor who is the English voice actor for Pikachu. I'm just kidding. Mario from Super Mario Brothers games. Interesting.
Tid Krent. Time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin. If you brought that Kell, that Elder Scroll back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound, with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the
We're going
break.
back in time.
You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it.
Aha. Going back in time. Do you know where I can find an Elder Scroll? Sure, the corner store. 7-Eleven has a ton of them.
Croesus. No.
Yes.
I
Right next
know
to the
little of what
taquitos.
has passed below in the long years I have lived here. You are likely better informed than I.
The lore keeper at the College of Winterhold might know.
Trust your instincts, Dovahkiin. Your blood will show you the way.
So if you hadn't done the Winterhold plotline yet, maybe you would have had to ask around and finally figure out who would know, I guess. What do I do with the Elder Scroll when I find it?
Return it here to the Tid Ahran. Then, Kele Vomindok. Nothing is certain with such things. But I believe the scroll's bond with the Tid Ahran will allow you a seeing, a vision of the moment of its creation. Then you will feel no Dragonrend in the power of its first expression.
Interesting.
You will see them, Uthfadon, my friends.
Other
Haken,
friendly dragons, maybe?
Feldir.
Sounds like it. Yeah, you're gonna ask, who are they?
The first mortals that I
mortals.
taught the Thum. The first tongues. The leaders of the rebellion against Alduin. They were mighty in their day, even to attempt to defeat Alduin. Sahrot Hun. The Nords have had many heroes since, but none greater.
They had giant heaving Nord balls. I understand. How could an Elder Scroll cast Alduin through time?
Vormendok, I do not know. Perhaps in the very doing, they erased the knowing of it from time itself. The Dove are children of Akatosh. Thus, we are specially attuned to the flow of time. Perhaps also uniquely vulnerable. I warned them against such a rash action. Even I could not foresee its consequences. Nust Lihon, they would not listen.
Well, honestly, what really happened bad because they did it, right? Nothing. The dragons all died out, right? Except for him. But no one even remembered the legend of the dragons or whatever. Like, everyone just thought they were just kind of like a fairy tale in the land of the Nords, so... I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what so bad happened. Anyway, here we go. You mean you were there? Of course he was.
Yes. There were a few of us that rebelled against Alduin's Thur, his tyranny. We aided the humans in his overthrow. But they did not trust us. Ni Ov. Their inner councils were kept hidden from us.
Those dicks.
I was far from here on the day of Alduin's downfall, but all Dove felt the sundering of time itself.
Okay, so all the dragons were affected by the time warp spell that was cast, I guess, is what he's saying. The Dragonrend shout, what does it actually do? Well, we know it pulls the dragon out of the air and forces them to the ground. You're the master of the Greybeards. Do others come here to train at all?
I have taught the way of the voice for centuries, and the Thum since long before that. But no, Dovahkiin. Others do not come here to train anymore. Saran, you are the first in over 100 years.
Cool. We're special.
I meditate on the Rotmulag, the words of power. I counsel in their use. It is enough for me.
You meditate on the words? How do you do that?
Knowing a word of power is to take its meaning into yourself. Contemplate the meaning of a Rotmulag. You will become closer to that word as it fills your inner self. Will I teach you, Dovahkiin? What word calls you to deeper understanding? There are 3 to master. Fus, Faim, and Yol.
Now, how am I supposed to know the difference? Fus is the one we already know from Fus Roda, right? Fine.
Fade in your tongue. Mortals have greater affinity for this word than the Dove. Everything mortal fades away in time, but the spirit remains.
Interesting.
Ponder the meaning of spirit. Unslad Zi. Where mortal flesh may wither and die, the spirit endures. That is fine. Let that meaning fill
spirit.
you.
Undying
Sum
spirit.
Ark Mora. You will find that your spirit will give you more strength.
Wish to meditate on a word of power.
Which calls to you, Dovahkiin? Fus Faim or Yol.
What about Foos this time?
It is called force in your tongue. But as you push the world, so does the world push back. Think of the way force may be applied effortlessly. Imagine but a whisper pushing aside all in its path. That is Foos. Let its meaning fill you. Sum arc mora. You will push the world harder than it pushes back.
Okay. And there's one more.
Which
The last one
calls
is
to
Yo.
you, Dovahkiin. In your tongue, the word simply means fire. It
Okay.
is change given form, power at its most primal. That is the true meaning of Yol. Solyek, power. You have it, as do all Dove. But power is inert without action and choice. Think of this as the fire builds in your sum, in your breath. Sum arc mora. What will you burn? What will you spare?
What does the Dragonrend shout actually do?
I cannot tell you in detail. I never heard it used. Kogan. It was the first thum created solely by mortals. It was said to force a dragon to experience the concept of mortality. A truly von Mindoran. Incomprehensible idea to the immortal Dove.
Are we done?
Drem Yolok, greetings. Lok Thum.
We're done. So, thank you very much, Parthenax. You were a gentleman and a scholar tonight. Taught me some words of power. And, now we're off, right? To continue on with the story. Now let's take a look at what the story is. Learn the location of the Elder Scroll, or optional, talk to Arngeir. So, with that in mind, right, they had said that you could go to Winterhold and talk to Arngeir, but where else can you go? I'm curious, is there an icon for this on my map? It showed one? It definitely showed one, but whereabouts would that be now? I don't see it. I was going to say, I'm currently right here. So there's an optional thing to talk to Arngeir. I guess he's back at High Hrothgar. Looks like he's inside of it, right? Yeah. Let's go talk to Arngeir and see what he has to say. Jesus, I love dragons. Who is this dragon? This apparently is the only remaining dragon from the past. They all died out, except Alduin, the evil dragon, didn't die. He was caught in a time warp. And that's how they got rid of him in the past, and now he finally got out of the time warp, which is why he's reviving all the dragons. He's basically resurrecting them. So that's the good dragon that we just talked to. Mark says he played the Kirby demo. Kirby can swallow an entire car now, and then he can spit it at enemies. Jesus. This will be an interesting Kirby game next week. Spitting cars out. Alright, where is this guy? Where's he hiding? He's in the shower. Singing in the shower. I guess it's time to go here. Yep. Oh, they're practicing their thumbs. It's Wulfgar. Oh, Wulfgar. Hello. He's chilling up here.
So, you spoke to Parthenax. The dragon blood burns bright within you. Did he tell you what you wanted to know? Did he teach you the Dragonrend shout?
No, of course, it's not that easy. He told me how to find it.
So be it. If he believes it is necessary for you to learn this, we will bow to his wisdom.
I need the Elder Scroll the ancients used. Do you know where to find it?
We have never concerned ourselves with the scrolls. The gods themselves would rightly fear to tamper with such things. As for where to find it, such blasphemies have always been the stock and trade of the mages of Winterhold.
There you go.
They may be able to tell you something about the Elder Scroll you seek.
All right.
Sky, guard you.
Winterhold it is. Here we are. Sounds like a plan. So it seems to me that you can either do side content in the order you want, or the main story will likely take you to most of the major places in the game regardless. And you just basically will, like for example, you would have come to Winterhold, had to do the whole Winterhold plot first before you could learn about the Elder Scroll. But we did it way early because my build, you know, was primarily a magic build, and it benefited me to do it earlier on. The Archmage's quarters, even though the Archmage is dead. Now we got a tap dancing goblin. Yeah, we're going to the library. We're going to ask the librarian dude. Arcanium. There he is. This guy's already, you know, we've done stuff for him a few times.
I'm Archmage or not. My rules about books still stand.
I'm looking for an Elder Scroll.
And what do you plan to do with it? Do you even know what you're asking about? Or are you just someone's errand boy?
Of course I know what I'm doing. Do you have one or what?
You think that even if I did have one here, I would let you see it? It would be kept under the highest security. The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it.
What about the Dragonborn?
What about? Wait. Were you the one the Greybeards were calling? I'll bring everything we have on them, but it's not much. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture.
Oh, great. Just what I want. A bunch of gossip and rumors and shit. So Megafuse says, you can meditate on one of the 3 words at a time, and when you do, that word gets a buff, and that's what that really was talking to Parthenax. You could pick what word you wanted to be buffed. I didn't realize that. So I think I picked... What did I pick? I don't even know what I picked. I have no idea. Okay. He's going to get the information. Let him go. Let him get the Elder Scroll shit.
Here you go. Try not to spill anything on them.
Ruminations on the Elder Scrolls, discerning the transmundane. Ask Urag about the insane book. Come on, old man, tell me. This Ruminations book is incomprehensible!
Aye, that's the work of Septimus Signus. He's the world's master of the nature of Elder Scrolls, but, well...
But he's nuts.
He's been gone for a long while. Too long.
Where did he go?
Somewhere up north, in the ice fields. He said he found some old Dwemer artifact, but well, that was years ago.
Great, now we gotta go find his ass.
Since.
Yes, that's right, you did tell me that you prefer Tekken over Street Fighter, Jade. I remember. So, find Septimus Signus.
All this knowledge might have been lost were it not for you.
Damn straight. All the knowledge would have been lost if not for me, so you better fucking be nice to me. Don't be a dick. Oof. Oh my god, that's absolutely disgusting, guys. I'm very sorry about that belch. Holy shit. Alright. Look, wow, he wasn't shitting me. He said north. We gotta go down to Ysgramor's tomb and head northeast out into the fucking snowfields to find this jackass. Where does he live in an igloo with a bunch of fucking polar bears and penguins and shit? I mean, come on, man. You ever heard of land? Alright, we're going for a walk. heard a wolf. Did you hear it say, oh? Oh? Ugh. Eternal says, do you think cheating should ever be forgiven? It means that what kind of cheating are we talking about here? Like cheating on a test? You know, cheating on a job interview? Like lying? Or, you know, cheating on a significant other? A lot of things that can be said for what cheating means. So I don't know what you mean exactly, what you're referencing here. Oh, this wasn't even it? I thought this was it. This is the freaking shrine, huh? Yeah, it's the Shrine of Talos. Thank you, Talos. What happened to all the members? Nothing happened to the members. People are not renewing their memberships this month, essentially. Because number one, the member goal is the same as last month. I didn't really work on it, and there's really nothing I can do to persuade you guys to become members right now because YouTube won't add any new features. I told you, I have a good idea for April what I want to do, but I don't want to spoil it by talking about it now. So for April, maybe we'll have some reinvigoration as I reveal what we're going to do for the member goal, but as for now, it's really not a focus for me. If you guys become a member, you help this channel tremendously. You really do. And thank you to those who have become members. But I can't really offer you more than what's already available as perks because already all of my time is used up. You know? Jade likes this better than Elden Ring. There you go. It certainly is more traditional of an RPG. And find it. Dude, I was joking about the igloo. He lives in a giant igloo. He fucking seriously does. Okay. Crimson Tide says if you pre-order the upcoming new Street Fighter collection, you'll get an authentic signed diaper from E Honda. Is it pre-soiled? Now that's the real question. Well, he was talking about finding a Dwemer artifact. It looks like he found it. Look at the size of this thing. No interesting books, just effects of the Elder Souls. Elder Souls. Elder Scrolls. Oh, Boiti is calling. What is this? I just opened a random book that was like worth 20 to see what it was. It gave me a freaking Daedric quest. It seriously did. Look at this. Sorry. Alright. We found Septimus. Let's talk to him, see what he has to say.
Dig, Dwemer in the beyond. I'll know your lost unknown and rise to your depths.
What? What brings you to this remote place?
Ah, the ice entombs the heart. The bane of Kagranak and Degolthur. To harness it is to know the fundaments. The Dwemer lockbox hides it from me. The Elder Scroll gives insight deeper than the deep ones, though, to bring about the opening.
Yeah, you have an Elder Scroll here?
I have seen enough to know their fabric, the warp of air, the weft of time. But no, it is not in my possession.
Are you all right?
Oh, I am well.
Oh, yes.
Well to be within the will inside the walls.
Oh no, he's like one of these fucking New World hippie dudes who's just smoking up all day. He can't even think straight. He's probably fucking got a tie-dye shirt on under that robe. Where is the scroll?
Here. Well, here as in this plain. Mundus, Tamriel, nearby. Relatively speaking. On the cosmological scale, well, it's all nearby.
Oh my god, he's so weird. Can you help me get this Elder Scroll or not, you crazy old coot?
One block lifts the other. Septimus will give what you want, but you must bring him something in return.
do you want? Just lay it on me.
You see this masterwork of the Dwemer, deep inside their greatest knowings. Septimus is clever among men, but he is but an idiot child compared to the dullest of the Dwemer. Lucky then they left behind their own way of reading the Elder Scrolls.
Oh, really?
In the depths of Black Reach, one yet lies. Have you heard of Black Reach? Cast upon
sounds familiar.
Where Grimmer City slept, the yearning spire, hidden learnings kept.
All right. Hickory dickory dock, this guy just ate a sock. He's fucking nuts. Where is the Black Reach?
Under deep, below the dark, the hidden keep, Tower Zark.
Wow.
And the point of puncture, of first entry of the tapping. Delve to its limits, and Black Reach lies just beyond. But not all can enter there. Only Septimus knows the hidden key to loose the lock, to jump beneath the deathly rock.
He really is nuts. He rhymes everything, and it doesn't make any sense. Oh, man. How do I get in?
2 things I have for you. 2 shapes. One edged, one round. The round one for tuning. Dwemer music is soft and subtle, and needed to open their cleverest gates. The edged lexicon for inscribing. To us, a hunk of metal. To the Dwemer, a full library of knowings. But
Oh, I'm trying to be patient. He's so annoying.
Zark and its sky dome. The machinations there will read the scroll and lay the lore upon the cube. Trust Septimus. He knows you can know.
So, blank lexicon added, attunement sphere added. Transcribe the lexicon, learn the location of the Elder Scroll, recover the Elder Scroll. What do I do with this sphere you handed me?
The deepest doors of Dwemer listen for singing. It plays the attitude of notes proper for opening. Can you not hear it? Too low for hearings?
So, he's saying there's going to be some kind of a Dwemer ruin with a door that won't open, but it's attuned to a certain sound wave, and this orb he gave us plays that sound wave to open the door, I think. What do I do with this cube?
To glimpse the world inside an Elder Scroll can damage the eyes or the mind, as it has to Septimus.
Well, I think we just got our answers about what happened
The
to him.
Dwemer found a loophole, as they always do, to focus the knowledge away and inside without harm. Place the lexicon into their contraption.
Okay.
And focus the knowings into it. When it brims with glow, bring it back, and Septimus can read once more.
So he tried to read the Elder Scroll without a filter, and it basically blew his fucking mind, and that's why he's so weird now. Got it. What do you want with the Elder Scroll?
Ooh, an observant one. How clever to ask of Septimus. This Dwemer lockbox. Look upon it and wonder. Inside is the heart. The heart of a god. The heart of you and me. But it was hidden away. Not by the dwarves, you see. They were already gone. Someone else, unseen, unknown, found the heart, and with a flair for the ironical, used dwarven trickery to lock it away. The scroll will give the deep vision needed to open it. For not even the strongest nations of the Dwemer can hold off the all-sight given by an Elder Scroll.
Oh my god, he's putting me to sleep. He's so unbearable the way he talks. It's like, when I got the munchies, I eat a bag of Cheetos. My butt farts hard after 10 burritos. Come on, just get to the point.
To your left, you see one way. You look to your right, you see another. but neither is any harder than the opposite. But the Elder Scrolls, they look left and right in the stream of time. The future and past are as one.
Oh my
Sometimes
god.
they even look up. What do they see then? What if they dive in? Then the madness.
I'm gonna dragon
begins.
shout in this guy's face in a second. I can't take it. Are we done with this guy? What? Alright. We gotta go transcribe the lexicon with a bunch of shit that he just gave us. Sure we do. Let's get the fuck out of here. By the way, Crimson Tide did a $2 tip. Thank you so much, Crimson Tide. He says the following. What the fuck was she doing over there? He says, Phil, is YouTube ever getting back to you when they're adding in more features for streamers and Stream Elements hasn't fixed the glitch? I still have to refresh the page. Anyway, here's a few bucks. Glad to help out when I can. Apparently, this Stream Elements thing with tipping is not like, I don't know if it's ever going to be fixed. It seems like they instituted this weird tracking feature to track how you log into the site, and I don't know if it will ever be repaired. It may be one of these situations where it used to work smoothly, but then someone somewhere along the line changed the way that the nature of how it works, and then it just disconnected and causes a glitch now. Anyway, no, YouTube has given 0 updates this year on the streaming improvements that they promised back in the fall. They said that this year they would, institute them. Here we are, getting near the end of March, so a whole first quarter of the year down, and they haven't even said a peep about it. All they talk about is YouTube Shorts. So figure that one out. Thank you very much for the tip. So guys, this is a good opportunity to say to everyone, thanks for being here on the stream. If you're having a good time chilling with me tonight, please consider liking the stream. If you're watching this video on demand on YouTube and you like it, please consider giving it a like and leaving comments on the video. All of these things I just described help for engagement for DSPGaming and allow this channel to get more information, more engagement and more growth, because more people can find the content on YouTube if you engage with the content. Okay. Spawn Killer tipped me $1.50 and says, have you done any DLC? No, we have not. The only DLC we've done essentially is Creation Club content that was added into the Anniversary Edition. I have not done either of the major DLCs. I will eventually do them, but we're not, we haven't really jumped into any of it yet. Thank you, Spawn Killer, for the tip. Going along with that, if you guys like the stream, please consider supporting it, whether it be a membership, a super chat, a super sticker, or a tip. Tip goals are in effect tonight. If we raise $50 in tips, gunner glasses go on. At $100, I'll put on my very silly Viking hat, and of course, there's a vest if we do happen to hit 150. Now, earlier today, the stream didn't do as good as usual. It would be great if we could pick up some of that slack tonight. If you like Skyrim and you like chill streaming, please consider supporting it tonight, okay? Thank you. Jade says, my eyes cry for you laughing at this old man. He's something else. He's a real piece of work. Like, he talks in circles and talks, like, almost musically. It makes you want to fall asleep. He really does. So, by the way, we've been to Alftan. So, apparently, because we've already cleared this, we can just kind of turbo through it and get back to where we need to be to use this thing. This is definitely the benefit of having explored a lot of stuff, is that hopefully now I can just enter into these areas. We've already cleared them, right? And maybe now I can go back inside here and go right to where we need to go to translate the Elder Scroll, since I've already been inside. Let's see. Okay. This guy's name is Peacock Watcher, and he asked a question, why are gifted memberships important to me? Because if people wanted to contribute to the channel, wouldn't they just do it anyway? Even if they can't do a gifted membership, wouldn't they do it another way? Well, allow me to explain. Gifted memberships are important for 2 different reasons, actually. The first is, there are people who want to help, not just me, but the community at large. They like coming here and chilling with a certain group of people every day, especially for certain games and the like. Different games may bring in different groups. And they say, hey, I want to do something nice. Let's do a nice celebration today. Let's gift a bunch of memberships or a bunch of subs that used to be over on Twitch. And they'll do that. Not to say that they won't support the stream in other ways. They absolutely will. But it's a special thing if you have a stream, everyone's chilling and vibing and having a good time, you know, having a good conversation, and then all of a sudden someone drops a big sub bomb or whatever, and now everyone's excited because everyone got something cool and positive out of it. You know what I mean? Like, that's something special. That is something special and something different than just saying, oh, here, I tipped or I did a super chat today, you know? So number one, it's a feeling of community over a feeling of just directly helping me as a streamer. That's number one. Number two, and this one I actually feel is more important, is that when someone has a gifted subscription on Twitch or a gifted membership, say, here on YouTube, it's essentially what you would consider a trial run, right? Think about when you get a free trial of any product out there, or a free trial of a subscription to a magazine or a music service or even Netflix or something like that. When you're using the free trial, you get to see the actual benefits of what you get, and some people would be like, oh, that's cool. I didn't pay for it, but I get to test it out. And what used to happen on Twitch, I can't attest that this will happen on YouTube, but I can only tell you from the 5 years that I was a streamer on Twitch, when people would drop those sub bombs, let's say they dropped, I don't know, a 20 sub bomb. Statistically, maybe 1 or 2 people out of the 20 would like the gifted sub and say, you know what? I want to keep this going. I'll choose now to extend my sub, and it'll actually be an ongoing permanent sub for Phil, and a way for him to get consistent support, because I tested it with the free one, and I really liked it. You see? That's nice, to give people a free trial, and it actually does become long-term support. You're absolutely right when you think, oh, well, the gifted subs are just short-term support, right? Well, gifted memberships would only be just initial short-term support. But it can very much translate into long-term support if people like what they get in the trial. You see? There you go. All right. David has tipped me $5. Says, hey, thanks for the chill stream. You're welcome, David. Thank you very much for the tip. I appreciate that. And thank you for the support. And the nice, kind words as well. Very nice. All right. Now we can continue.
What is it? I know you were trying to keep it for yourself, Cesar.
Whoa.
You always try to keep it for yourself. No, there's got to be
What's the
more.
potion there?
Shut up, shut up.
Skooma? They broke in here with... They're looking for skooma? In these fucking ruins? What are you, stupid? I'm pretty sure the last thing on the dwarven mind was skooma. Kagome says they got a Plague Tale last night. That's a good game, man. A Plague Tale is a very good game. I hope you enjoy it. Surprisingly good. One of my... surprisingly... I would say it was surprisingly... how can I say it? It was not that it was underrated, but definitely a game like that you wouldn't think it was good. You know, you wouldn't expect it for it to be good. I remember I wasn't going to play it at first until a bunch of people had played it and told me how good it was, and man, I really liked it. It was very, very interesting and unique. I guess we're going to read these research notes. Why is it moving? That's creeping me out. Don't move. Dwarven spider. Okay, research notes. Oh my god, this is a lot of research notes. Alright, ready? I'm going to try to get through this as effectively as possible. Here we go. If only Umani would have left me one of those dwarven machine creatures intact for me to study. The fact that they almost killed those Khajiit brothers in the middle of the night doesn't mean that it couldn't have found a way to disable one. We dragged off some stuff in front of the pipes and came out of it to stop them from coming back. They are simply fascinating. It is just as Calcimo described the dwarves V2. Their appearance does in fact resemble that of an arachnid, and I thought that to be an embellishment given by its source. The inclusion of the soul gem in the design of the apparatus is quite remarkable, and it would explain the focus on the lighting that he describes. Oddly enough, it doesn't appear to be the main power source for the apparatus, but perhaps some sort of harmonic resonance with the energies contained in the soul gem to bring heat to the small boiler. Too early to say conclusively. That does raise the question of where they get the liquid for the boiler, however. Oh, that was strange. I thought that I just saw something moving beyond the barren door, or the barred door, and it looks vaguely humanoid. I wonder if it could be an undiscovered automaton. I'm going to move in my bedroll down here to see if I can catch another glimpse of it. This is also exciting. Oh, yeah. It's really exciting when you see giant robot dwemmers walking around. And then there's blood all over the floor. So, we know what they are. It was probably the Goliaths or whatever. It could have even been the Dwarven Spheres, but it probably not the Goliaths, the Centurions. Oh, probably a Centurion, right? I'm gonna grab the bigger soul gems because I'm gonna need to charge my weapon. But yeah, sounds like they got slaughtered down here. They came down here to research Dwemer stuff and probably got killed. Just like every other time we've seen this. What happened? Huh? What the? Bang, bang, Jasper's golden hammer came down upon its head. And bang, bang, I almost said Maxwell's. Jasper's golden hammer made sure that it was dead. There we go. Oh, wait. There's seriously blood everywhere. Whoever was here got killed. A pine thrush egg. Pine thrush egg. Okay, I'm stuck. Ah! This is main storyline. This is after we're doing main storyline. This actually is... Ah! This is main storyline right now. We're trying to decipher information about an Elder Scroll. And that's what we're here for. Funny, I'm using a dwarven device to fight the dwarven... Oh, shit.
Another of the smooth skins looking for food? This one doesn't talk with us. No. Now ain't this a surprise?
I hit him with the fire thune. Stupid storm Atronach. Fuck off. Oh my god, she resurrected his dead brother. That's really creepy because she's a necromancer. Oh, hold on. Eat him! Eat your fellow Khajiit. Delicious. Ugh, there's blood everywhere down here. So it sounds like they came down here, and as expected, the brother got killed, the other one went nuts. And then we came and they said, oh, we're gonna attack. And I said, no, you're dead. And that was the end of that. That was a quick outing there. Let me see here. Okay, back to Unrelenting Force to knock them on their asses. Loud machinations. Can't see. What the fuck? Why is the storm Atronach in my face? Stupid idiot. The storm Atronach keeps aggroing to us and he walks in front of us and we all strike it. How stupid. Oh god, there's a flame trap. Shit. Go, you alright? Yeah, the flame trap got us all there. Oh, greater soul gem. Let me close my wounds. Gomez says they're seeing Uncharted tomorrow. I hope that you will enjoy it. Hopefully it's good. I've heard mixed things about it. Some people say it's okay. Some people say it's great. Some people say it sucks. So one of those movies, but there really isn't like a consensus. Charge. Spider worker. Take that. Nice. Oh wait, there's more? Are we fighting the Atronach again? No, the spider. They killed it. Okay. Spider worker. Aha! Skeleton key. Mark McCauley says, I saw the Uncharted movie, it was great. I loved it. I've only beaten one Uncharted game. I think that's what a lot of people are saying is if you approach the movie with a sense of, oh, this is a movie that's a good action adventure movie that has like exploration, like almost like Indiana Jones or whatever, you'll like it. But I think some people who are looking for Uncharted are pretty upset because it's basically not Uncharted, which is exactly what I said would probably happen. The Mace of Dismay. No, you struck me. I'm so dismayed. I must run away. Oh. fuck face. There we go. School of Mayhem. Ooh. Hide Helmet of Destruction. Nothing good there. What was that? Loud. Okay. Further inside. Oh god, there's a spider right there. I don't want this. A single piece of gold. Hi. Spider worker. You're dead. Nothing here on dead end. Oh, a big slam. Very nice. You know what I'm noticing is this hammer does not go through the magic charge very much. It's a very slow burn on the charge. While the Umbra sword, which does a lot more damage, uses the charge like tons. So, it's a little bit of a different weapon, right? Yeah, Mark, I played Uncharted Golden Abyss. In fact, with my Vita, I only owned very few games over the course of the Vita. And Uncharted Golden Abyss was one of them, and I beat the whole thing. I thought it was pretty good. I wasn't, like, in love with it. But as for a mobile version of Uncharted, I thought it was pretty good. It basically felt like a PS3 in your hand. It really did. Oh, how you doing? Here's a welcoming conveying. Here to make me some delicious watercress sandwiches. Stuff across my face. Owned. Always good to open a locked door and get an enemy in your face and no reward for it. Look, there's literally no reward in here. Great. Okay. Remember Divinity? What's Divinity? I never heard of it. No. What's that? Blacksmith filter? Okay. This is a big dungeon. It is a story dungeon, so it's probably going to be one of the bigger ones in the game. Not to say that there aren't big side dungeons, but, you know, the story ones are usually a lot bigger. Watercress sandwich, yes. That's my snack of choice. Alright, here we go. Eternal says, I don't think I'm playing enough overworld RPGs. I should start playing some more. I might have to. You know, you might make a solid point. Now it sounds like the Falmer are making an appearance. Yeah, see, there's Falmer stuff mixed in with the Dwarven stuff. So I guess we'll be fighting Falmer in a second. Great. Malachite. I haven't made anything with malachite. I don't know what you actually make with malachite in this game. Oops. You can hold it down. It's all good. Ow, ow, ow. I lit the floor on fire. Ow, 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 ow. So now what I'm doing is I'm finally recharging my soul gems, which I was burning through when I was using that Umbra for the longest time. If you're wondering what this is, I believe this is creation. Oh, there's someone dead down here. I want to check that out. I believe this is community created content. It's a dwarven glove as well as a unique dwarven hammer that you can get. Endrast's journal. The eyeless creatures took us in our sleep. I don't know what happened to the Khajiit brothers. We never saw them in the cell. I managed to pick the lock and we made a break for it, but we got split up. Sully yelled something about not leaving without finding what he came here for, and Umana chased after him. Yog and I tried for the top of the cave shaft, but one of the ramps was broken. Without hesitation, she grabbed me by the scruff of my tunic, threw me atop the ledge, and told me to run. And I did. I didn't even look back. I just ran like a coward. I could hear her fighting, and then I just had to get away. I didn't even notice the arrow in my shoulder till I hit here. And then he died. Look, he died right next to a chest. Oh, nice. I am definitely building up a nice accumulation of lockpicks now. Having this skeleton key style lockpick has... Would you stop pushing me? Has paid off big time, and I'm going to build up a big surplus of lockpicks. And then when I finish the Thieves Guild quest and have to return this skeleton key, I will be good to go, hopefully, for the rest of the game. So this is actually working out pretty well right now. Alright. Oh no, not this stupid thing. Don't, you, oh my god! That's very disturbing and unfortunate. That was a bad spinning. Very bad spinning. Wow. Poor go. Ah, what the fuck? Another spider? Fuck you. Yeah, look, I still haven't lost the charge in my my hammer yet, and I've been using it the whole dungeon so far. It's pretty good. You know, I like the Umbra. The Umbra does giant chunks of damage and has a chance to behead an enemy, but this thing doesn't really blow through the soul gems as much. Then again, when you're using the soul gems, you actually up your enchanting, which is kind of a 2-for-1 deal, so I honestly don't know what's the better option here. I'm just using this because I wanted some variety in the combat. I was kind of tired of doing the Umbra, like I had done for like 10-15 hours of gameplay. I wanted to mix it up a little bit. And this is pretty good. Bonk. Bonk. And one more bonk. It's like whack-a-mole. Whack spider. Expert. Yeah, there's a dead body inside. Got it. Whew, lockpicking went up. Let's see here. Resist shock. Potion of healing. Dwarven helmet. Aha! The locked room. You know, it's a story? Oh. I thought it was actually like a log or a journal about him being locked in the room, but it's actually a story. Master chest. This is what happens when your lockpick can't break. You just fuck around and get right up. Master chest right open. Ha ha ha. That was outstanding. Actually, I want the sapphire too. That was outstanding. Where is Jasper? He's downstairs with Cat relaxing tonight. Actually, my wife said that she would possibly decorate today. So, obviously, winter's about to end. And we have some different decorations, like different fake flowers and stuff that we put around the house every year for, like, spring. So she had said that she might decorate the house for spring tonight, but I did not get to talk to her about it after dinner. And so I don't know if she forgot. I don't know what she's doing downstairs. She might be doing it, maybe not. Fire resistance of 40%. What? I never understood that. Why is that important? Because there's almost never in the game do you ever encounter, like, endless amounts of element. You know what I'm saying? Like, fire resistance is nice, but is it necessarily... Ow. Is it necessarily needed when you never really fight an enemy that's trying to kill you non-stop with fire? Maybe there'll be one enemy, and then you move on, and there's something else trying to kill you. You don't really care too much about the one type of resistance. You know what I mean? So, like, why would I want to outfit my entire... Oh, God. Go die from the fall. Why would you want to outfit yourself entirely with, like, an element resistance in this game? Just Chillin' said, any flowers blooming in your neck of the woods yet? Yes, actually. All of the trees behind our home are beginning to bloom. We have these that they look like almost like Japanese cherry blossoms. They're definitely not. I don't know what kind of trees they are, but they're really nice. Oh, we found the Falmers. They're really nice looking, and they just started sprouting the pink blooms this week. We noticed it this morning as we were looking out back. We're like, oh, that's really nice. But yeah, it begins. The spring begins. The springing of spring. Jesus. Fucking blew up. Cool. What was a Falmer doing with a staff of ice pipes? Oh, here's a good animation. Boom! A hefty strike and his body goes flying. That was pretty neat. And then a flame trap burned his body out after the fact, adding insult to injury. Very nice. Very nice. Alright, you know what I should do? I should save here. There we go. Let's do a hard save. Cool.